On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Prestige.
Respect and admiration felt or shown for someone or something based on a perception of their achievements or quality.
Examples:
National prestige. Prestige company. The university has great prestige in the academic community.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples:
Bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Batter.
To hit something or someone repeatedly with much force. Noun, baseball, a ball player who is batting.
Examples:
Batter the eggs. The batter's box. He got so angry that he battered the door down.
League.
An association of sports teams who compete against each other. An obsolete unit of distance of variable length, equal to about 3 miles or 4,000 meters.
Examples:
League championship. A baseball league. He was recruited to play in the professional league.
Legendary.
Famous or well-known, especially through long-standing popular stories or tradition.
Examples:
Legendary actor. Achieve a legendary status. The legendary stories of King Arthur have been passed down for centuries.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples.
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Append.
To add or attach something, especially supplementary or additional information or material, to the end or after something else, to include or incorporate as an addition or enhancement.
Examples.
Append a record. Append a page. I need to append the additional information to the end of the report before submitting it.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples.
Refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Surgeon.
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples.
An excellent brain surgeon. Army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Appendectomy.
A surgical procedure to remove the appendix, typically performed in cases of appendicitis or other conditions that cause inflammation or infection of the appendix.
Examples.
Appendectomy surgery. Appendectomy scar. After several hours of abdominal pain, the patient was diagnosed with acute appendicitis and underwent an appendectomy.
Coronary.
Of or relating to the heart, especially the arteries that supply blood to the heart muscle. Noun, medical conditions related to these arteries, such as coronary artery disease.
Examples.
Coronary artery bypass grafting. Coronary disease. The patient underwent coronary angiography to visualize the blood flow in his heart.
Artery.
One of the thick tubes in humans and most other animals that takes blood away from the heart to one or more parts of the body, such as tissues, lungs, brain, etc.
Examples.
Artery blockage. Risk of coronary artery disease. Continuous consumption of fatty foods leads to the hardening of the artery.
Cardiologist.
A medical doctor who specializes in the study and treatment of the heart and the circulatory system.
Examples.
Cardiologist appointment. Skilled cardiologist. My grandfather is seeing a cardiologist to monitor his heart condition.
Angioplasty.
A medical procedure used to widen or unblock narrowed or obstructed blood vessels, especially arteries, typically involving the insertion of a thin tube, catheter, into the affected area and the inflation of a balloon to reopen the vessel or the placement of a stent to keep the vessel open.
Examples.
Renal angioplasty. Successful angioplasty. The patient underwent an angioplasty to open up the blocked arteries in his heart.
Comeback.
A return to popularity, success, or performance after a decline or period of inactivity. A quick, witty response to a criticism or insult.
Examples:
Political comeback. Career comeback. The musician made an impressive comeback with their latest album.
Trail.
A path or track roughly through a countryside, mountain, or forest area, often made or used for a particular purpose. Verb, to lag or linger behind.
Examples:
A warm trail. Follow the trail. The storm left a trail of destruction behind it.
Cardiac.
Of or relating to the heart or heart disease.
Examples:
Cardiac arrest. Cardiac disease. The cardiac output of a resting adult is around 3 quarts per minute.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
Nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Practitioner.
A person who works in a profession or occupation, such as a doctor, lawyer, or teacher.
Examples:
Practitioner of Buddhism. Practitioner of law. She is a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine.
Orthopedic.
Relating to the branch of medicine concerned with the correction or prevention of deformities, disorders, or injuries of the skeletal system and associated muscles, joints, and ligaments.
Examples:
Orthopedic shoes. Orthopedic clinic. The athlete visited the orthopedic surgeon to have her injured knee examined and treated.
Paramedic.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide emergency medical care to patients in the pre-hospital setting, often in ambulances or other emergency vehicles.
Examples:
Paramedic ambulance. Emergency paramedic. The paramedic team worked together efficiently to stabilize the patient's vital signs.
Admonition.
A warning, caution, or piece of advice aimed at correcting or preventing a mistake or misdeed.
Examples:
Admonition letter. Gentle admonition. The teacher gave an admonition to the students about the importance of submitting their assignments on time.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Med.
Short for medical, relating to the field of medicine, which is concerned with the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of diseases and disorders. Short for medication, a substance or drug that is used to treat a medical condition or alleviate symptoms.
Examples:
Med student, med school. I took a med dose of pain reliever to ease my headache.
Obsessive.
Relating to or characterized by an obsession or excessive interest in a particular thing or activity, tending to dwell on or repeat certain thoughts or behaviors.
Examples:
Obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive thoughts. Her obsessive behavior towards perfectionism often led to burnout.
Compulsive.
Relating to or involving an irresistible urge to do something repeatedly or excessively, often in a way that is harmful or detrimental to one's well-being or relationships.
Examples:
Compulsive gambling. Compulsive behavior. He had a compulsive need to check the stove was turned off every time he left the house.
Studied.
Deliberately considered or scrutinized, carefully thought out or planned.
Examples:
Studied analysis. Well-studied decision. His speech was carefully crafted and delivered with studied confidence.
Garret.
A small and usually cramped attic room, typically located at the top of a house or building, a makeshift living space or studio, often used by artists or writers.
Examples:
Dusty garret. Painter's garret. The artist's studio was located in a small garret on the top floor of the building.
Residence.
The fact or condition of living in a particular place, a home.
Examples:
Permanent residence. The main residence. The residence of the ambassador was located in the heart of the city.
Memorize.
To learn something carefully so that you will remember it exactly.
Examples:
Memorize musical scores. Try hard to memorize the lines. Lawyers need to memorize even the most minor provisions of the law.
Anatomy.
The scientific study that deals with the physical structure of humans, animals, or plants.
Examples:
Animal anatomy. Anatomy of a country's collapse. The professor explained the anatomy of the nervous system.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Exertion.
The act of using one's energy, effort, or strength to achieve something, a physical or mental effort that produces a result.
Examples:
physical exertion, exertion of energy. The intense exertion required to climb the mountain left him feeling exhausted.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples:
branch office, a branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Aorta.
The main and largest artery, equals thick tube that carries blood from the heart to the body, in the human body originating from the heart.
Examples:
abdominal aorta, repair of an aorta. The patient will undergo bypass surgery of the aorta today.
Differential.
An amount, value, or size of the difference between things that are compared, adjective, relating to or showing a difference.
Examples:
differential wages, differential equation. The two countries pledged to maintain the differential between their two currencies.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
diagnose the problem, diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
obscure answer, obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Classify.
To categorize or group something according to a system or set of criteria. To assign something to a particular class or category based on its characteristics or properties.
Examples:
classify images, classify emails into folders. I need to classify these documents for the upcoming audit.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
a capillary tube, a glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Acidosis.
A medical condition characterized by an abnormal increase in the acidity of body fluids and tissues.
Examples:
lactic acidosis, respiratory acidosis. The patient's acidosis symptoms became more pronounced, prompting the doctor to order immediate tests.
Amass.
To accumulate or gather a large quantity of something over time. To collect or assemble for future use or reference.
Examples:
amass a patent portfolio, amass followers. She had amassed a fortune through wise investments and shrewd business decisions.
Graduated.
Having received a degree from a school, college, or university, marked with or divided into levels or degrees.
Examples:
Graduated taxation. Graduated flask. She was a graduated student of a prestigious university.
Honor.
High regard or great respect for someone. The quality of having and doing based on a keen sense of morality. Verb, to show respect towards someone.
Examples:
Womanly honor. Honor our ancestors. I claim on my honor that it is true.
Laud.
To praise or applaud enthusiastically, to extol or commend highly, to express approval or admiration for someone or something.
Examples:
Laud achievements. Laud his effort. Everyone in the room began to laud the speaker's inspiring words.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Immunization.
The process of making a person or animal immune to a specific disease by administering a vaccine or other preventative measure.
Examples:
Immunization program. Childhood immunization. Due to the success of immunization programs, certain diseases, such as smallpox, have been eradicated.
Resident.
A person who lives in a particular place or has their home in a place.
Examples:
A resident of the city. Resident tax. Visa renewal for resident foreigners in this country is once every 5 years.
Emergency.
A sudden unforeseen crisis usually involving danger that requires immediate action.
Examples:
Emergency action. Acute emergency. The president declared a state of emergency.
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below zero.
Assign.
To give a specific job or piece of work to a someone.
Examples:
Assign projects. Assign top priority. Please assign a different color to each other kind of item.
Rotation.
The action or process of moving in a circle around an axis or center.
Examples:
Job rotation. A period of rotation. The rotation of the earth causes day and night.
Consult.
To seek or get advice or information from a person, book, or other source having special knowledge on a particular subject.
Examples:
Regularly consult with a doctor. Consult my wallet. Always consult a lawyer before launching a business.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Breathless.
Feeling or causing a lack of breath, often due to exertion or excitement, intense or exciting to the point of causing a feeling of breathlessness.
Examples:
With breathless interest. Breathless anticipation. After running up the stairs, I was left breathless and sweaty.
Wheeze.
To breathe with difficulty, usually accompanied by a whistling or rattling sound, to make a high-pitched or whistling sound.
Examples:
Wheeze during exercise. Wheeze sickly. The asthmatic child began to wheeze after running too fast.
Stethoscope.
A medical instrument consisting of a flexible tube with a chest piece at one end, used by healthcare professionals to listen to internal sounds, particularly heart and lung sounds.
Examples:
Medical stethoscope. Electronic stethoscope. The stethoscope examination helped the doctor detect the irregular heartbeat of the patient.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut. Congest. To make something blocked or crowded so as to hinder or prevent freedom of movement or flow of liquid.
Examples:
Congest in a vein. Congest a highway. The roads to the airport were heavily congested.
Pump.
To cause water, air, gas, etc. to move from one place to another by using mechanical equipment, to get or supply something such as money, information, etc. in significant quantities.
Examples:
Pump a secret out of success. Pump blood throughout the body. He was alert and could not pump any critical information out of him.
Lung.
Either of the two organs in the chest that people and some animals use for breathing.
Examples:
Lung capacity. Do lung transplantation. He has terminal lung cancer.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Aspirin.
A drug used to reduce pain, fever, and inflammation.
Examples:
Prescribe aspirin. Aspirin sensitivity. She took a tablet of aspirin to soothe the fever.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Relieve.
To make something burdensome, unpleasant, or painful less severe.
Examples:
Relieve his thirst. Relieve stress. The medicine relieved his headache, and he felt much better.
Strain.
A force or pressure that stretches or pulls something, sometimes causing damage. Biology, a group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups.
Examples:
Strain our eyes. A strain of bacillus. Dictators of the past often had the erroneous idea of a pure racial strain.
Diuretic.
A substance or medication that increases the production of urine, which helps to reduce the level of fluids in the body. Adjective, causing increased production of urine.
Examples:
Antidiuretic effect. Diuretic administration. He took an oral diuretic to reduce the swelling in his legs.
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Furnish.
To provide a room or building with furniture and fittings. To provide something useful or necessary.
Examples:
Furnish a suitable occasion. Furnish the information. The new homeowners decided to furnish the living room with new furniture.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples.
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Maintenance.
The act or process of keeping something, either artificial materials or living things, in good condition, the money needed for a person's or family's living expenses.
Examples.
The maintenance of the car. Maintenance work. We have decided to extend our maintenance contract until next year.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples.
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Disregard.
To pay no attention to or to ignore someone or something.
Examples.
Disregard for human rights. Disregard the rules. She disregarded all the warnings and proceeded with her dangerous plan.
Confidence.
The feeling or attitude that one can trust or rely on the abilities or good qualities of someone or something.
Examples.
Confidence as a teacher. Boost my confidence. Skill and confidence are an unconquered army.
Matter-of-factly.
In a manner that is straightforward, without emotion or enthusiasm, simply stating facts or information without speculation or elaboration.
Examples.
Speak matter-of-factly. Act matter-of-factly. He answered the question matter-of-factly, without any hesitation or emotion.
Discharge.
To release or let go of something or someone, to dismiss or terminate an employee or member of an organization, to emit or give off a substance or energy.
Examples.
Discharge water. Discharge a contract. The hospital will discharge the patient as soon as their condition stabilizes.
Ambulance.
A vehicle specifically designed and equipped to transport sick or injured people to and from hospitals and other medical facilities.
Examples.
Dispatch an ambulance. Ambulance service. The ambulance crew quickly stabilized the patient before transporting them to the hospital.
Ward.
A room in a hospital for patients requiring special care.
Examples.
A children's ward. Ward nurse. The patient was moved to the intensive care ward for further treatment.
Gnaw.
To bite or chew on something persistently or nervously. To wear away at something gradually.
Examples:
Gnaw a hole in a wall. Gnaw at the national sentiment. She couldn't stop gnawing on her nails.
Stomach.
The internal organ in the body where food is digested, situated in the abdomen, the part of the body below the chest that contains the stomach.
Examples:
Upset stomach. Stomach virus. I have a stomach ache after overeating junk food.
Packed.
Extremely full of people, very crowded.
Examples:
Packed audience. A romance-packed movie. The drama is fascinating and action-packed.
Dread.
To be very afraid of or worried about something that is going to happen or that might happen.
Examples:
Dread failure. Dread getting old. We all dread to think about what will happen if the company goes bankrupt.
Fleeting.
Brief or temporary, lasting only a short time.
Examples:
For a fleeting moment. Fleeting opportunity. She savored the fleeting happiness she felt during the vacation.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples:
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
Severe heat. A severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Barely.
Just enough, hardly, with great difficulty or effort.
Examples:
Barely noticeable. Barely finished. I barely made it to the meeting on time, rushing from another appointment across town.
Ventilate.
To supply fresh air to a room, building, etc., to remove stale air from it.
Examples:
Ventilate my opinion. Ventilate air. It's important to ventilate the room to avoid the buildup of harmful gases.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Stabilize.
To become or cause to become steady or unlikely to give way.
Examples:
Stabilize prices. Stabilize blood sugar levels. The raising of interest rates stabilizes the inflation rate.
Intensive.
Involving a lot of work or activity in a short time.
Examples:
Intensive agriculture. Intensive care. The construction industry is labor-intensive, although it has been somewhat automated by introducing large machinery.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Irreversible.
Impossible to change or return to a previous condition.
Examples:
Avoid irreversible damage. An irreversible change. The development of agricultural technology has had an irreversible impact on humanity.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality. To impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Resigned.
Having accepted something unpleasant or difficult, particularly a job or situation, without complaint or resistance, accepting one's fate or circumstances.
Examples:
With a resigned voice. Resigned to their fate. She had a resigned look on her face when she realized that she had lost the race.
Acquaint.
To cause someone to become aware of or familiar with someone or something.
Examples.
Acquaint himself with a subject. Acquaint me with business. I recently acquainted myself with a new coworker by introducing myself and chatting with her for a few minutes.
Unhealthy.
Not conducive to good health, detrimental to physical or mental well-being.
Examples.
Unhealthy diet. Unhealthy habit. Sitting for long hours in front of the computer is considered unhealthy.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people. A person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples.
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples.
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples.
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Betray.
To reveal or deliver to an enemy by treachery or disloyalty. To reveal something unintentionally.
Examples.
Betray a friend. Betray confidence. He felt betrayed when his best friend revealed their secret to the enemy.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples.
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Bust.
To break something, noun, a woman's chest, or the measurement around a woman's chest. Noun, an occasion for something excessive, such as work, eating, drinking, etc.
Examples.
Bust my leg. The bust of the statue. I'm bust with preparation for tomorrow's meeting.
Confront.
To face, meet or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples.
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples.
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Amend.
To change a text, law, statement, etc., slightly to remove faults or errors or to improve it.
Examples:
Amend a law. Amend his writing. The president agreed to amend the ill-defined regulations.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Sue.
To claim a person or organization, especially by filing a legal claim for money or redress.
Examples:
Sue a company for damages. Sue my boss for harassment. He planned to sue the organization for negligence.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Bargain.
An agreement between two parties regarding the terms of a purchase or a transaction, a deal or a negotiation that results in a product or a service being acquired for a lower price than usual or expected.
Examples:
Bargain deal. Bargain hunting. The price for the used car was a bargain compared to the market value.
Redouble.
To intensify or increase the effort or magnitude of something. To repeat or do something over again with increased intensity or fervor.
Examples:
Redouble vigilance. Redouble my determination. I need to redouble my efforts to finish this project on time.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Sore.
Painful or sensitive to the touch, inflamed or irritated, feeling deep distress, grief, or regret.
Examples:
Sore throat. Sore back. After the workout, my muscles were sore and achy.
Prescription.
A written or spoken instruction that directs a medical practitioner to prescribe a specific treatment or medication for a patient.
Examples:
Prescription drugs. Fill the prescription. I need to refill my prescription for allergy medication at the pharmacy.
Penicillin.
An antibiotic drug derived from mold and used to treat bacterial infections.
Examples:
Penicillin allergy. Penicillin sensitivity testing. The doctor prescribed penicillin to treat the bacterial infection.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Chief.
Most important or primary, noun, a person who is in charge.
Examples:
Chief accountant. Chief events of the year. Mining is a chief source of income for the country.
Strep.
Informal shorthand for Streptococcus, a type of bacteria that can cause a range of infections, including strep throat and scarlet fever.
Examples:
Strep skin infection. Strep bacteria. The doctor diagnosed the patient with strep throat and prescribed antibiotics.
Potentially.
In a possible state or condition, possibly.
Examples:
Potentially affected. Potentially lucrative. The organization assisted in the de-escalation of potentially violent situations.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Epiglottis.
A flap of cartilage located at the base of the tongue, which covers the entrance of the windpipe during swallowing, preventing food or liquid from entering the lungs.
Examples:
Epiglottis function. Swollen epiglottis. During a choking incident, the epiglottis reflex may fail to close off the windpipe quickly enough.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Airway.
The air passage from the nose and throat to the lungs, a designated route followed by airplanes flying from one airport to another.
Examples:
Airway blockage. Airway beacon. When performing life-saving, the first step is to secure the airway.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Venous.
Relating to, situated in, or carrying blood through the veins of the body.
Examples:
venous blood, venous thrombosis. The patient was diagnosed with a venous clot in his leg, requiring immediate medical attention.
Antibiotic.
A substance or drug that kills or slows down the growth of bacteria.
Examples:
antibiotic resistance, antibiotic allergy. He has been prescribed an antibiotic to treat his infection.
Recrimination.
The act of accusing someone who has accused you, a countercharge or retaliatory accusation made against an accuser.
Examples:
mutual recrimination, exchange of recrimination. After the project failed, there were recriminations from all sides, blaming each other for the mistakes.
Cleanse.
To purify or get rid of impurities or toxins, to wash or scrub thoroughly, often in a ritualistic or symbolic context, to purge or remove negative or harmful influences or substances from something. Noun, an act of cleaning or purifying something, typically the body.
Examples:
juice cleanse, cleanse the face. The new diet is designed to cleanse toxins from the body.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
the gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Kidney.
Either of a pair of small organs in the body that filter waste products, especially urea, from the blood and excrete them and water in urine.
Examples:
an artificial kidney, chronic kidney disease. The surgeon removed the healthy kidney from the donor. X-ray. A type of electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength shorter than visible light, allowing hidden objects such as bones and organs inside the body to be photographed.
Examples:
X-ray scan, an X-ray of arteries. The doctor ordered an X-ray to see if there was any damage to the bones.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
norm of action, cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Assess.
To judge or decide the nature or quality of someone or something.
Examples:
assess a tax of £10. Assess the quality. Our company needs to assess the business impact of climate change.
Tenderness.
A state or quality of being gentle, caring, or affectionate, sensitivity or responsiveness to the needs or emotions of others, a feeling of softness or soreness in a particular part of the body.
Examples:
Tenderness in the chest. Overwhelming tenderness. The mother's tenderness was evident as she gently hugged her crying child.
Quadrant.
A quarter of a circle or sphere, or any of the four parts of an area, divided by two intersecting lines or planes.
Examples:
Northeast quadrant. Quadrant chart. The map was divided into 4 quadrants to examine the geographical region closely.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Hydrate.
To add water or moisture to something. To drink enough fluids to maintain proper moisture. Noun, any compound that contains water of crystallization.
Examples:
Hydrate my skin. Acid hydrate. She drank water to hydrate her body.
Operate.
To work in a particular way, to supervise something.
Examples:
Operate 24 hours a day. Manually operate a machine. This machine is too difficult to operate for me.
Doozy.
Something outstanding or unique, something exceptionally large, difficult, or complex.
Examples:
A doozy of a storm. A doozy of a task. I've got a doozy of a headache, and I don't think I can make it to the meeting today.
Ashamed.
Feeling guilt, embarrassment, or remorse about something because of something you have done.
Examples:
Feel ashamed of him. Cast ashamed eyes. You don't have to be ashamed.
Unsupported.
Not given financial or other aid, not having any proof or evidence.
Examples:
Unsupported rumor. Fight unsupported. Removal of the central pole left the roof unsupported.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples:
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Deprivation.
A state of not having something, such as food or money, that you need for a pleasant life.
Examples:
Chronic sleep deprivation. Deprivation of liberty. Losing him is great deprivation to our team.
Louse.
A small, wingless insect that lives on the bodies of mammals and birds, often considered a parasite, a contemptible or despicable person.
Examples:
Pubic louse. Louse egg. The child was sent home from school because of a lice infestation caused by one louse.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Ideological.
Relating to or concerned with ideas and theories rather than practical matters.
Examples:
Ideological divide. Ideological differences. The book presents an ideological perspective on the role of government in society.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Antibody.
A substance produced in the blood that attacks and kills harmful bacteria, viruses, etc., to fight disease.
Examples:
Produce antibody. Antibody against bacteria. This pharmaceutical company is developing antibody drugs with fewer side effects.
Broadcast.
To send out a program or some information on radio or television.
Examples:
Broadcast a concert. Broadcast a radio ad. Most of the programs are broadcast in this area.
Journalism.
The profession or activity of writing or reporting news for publication or broadcast.
Examples:
Journalism ethics. Tabloid journalism. She plans to study journalism in college and become a reporter.
Malpractice.
Improper or negligent conduct by a professional, particularly a doctor, lawyer, or accountant, that results in harm to a client or patient.
Examples:
Malpractice lawsuit. Accounting malpractice. The patient sued the doctor for medical malpractice due to their negligent actions during surgery.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Dose.
A quantity or amount of medicine or a drug that is taken or administered at one time, typically measured out in specific units, a similar measure of exposure to a harmful substance or radiation.
Examples:
Dose adjustment. Daily dose. She took the recommended dose of medication to treat her headache.
Acquire.
To buy or obtain something such as an asset, object, knowledge, etc., for oneself.
Examples:
Acquire knowledge. Acquire a new company. Children acquire language at a fantastic rate.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
Numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Havoc.
Widespread destruction or devastation, often caused by natural disasters, war, or other violent events.
Examples:
Cause havoc. Play havoc in the mind. The storm wreaked havoc on the town, causing widespread damage and power outages.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Peg.
A small cylindrical or tapered pin used to fasten or secure something, such as clothing, on a line, or in carpentry and woodworking. Verb, to fasten or secure something using a peg or similar object. To mark or indicate a level or position using a peg or similar object.
Examples:
Peg in the ground. Peg an exchange rate. The sheep were tagged with numbered plastic pegs in their ears.
Gross.
Being the total amount of something before any deductions, obese and ugly or unpleasant.
Examples:
The gross amount. Gross injustice. The drastic reorganization has significantly increased this company's gross profits.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Ferret.
A small, carnivorous mammal with a long slender body and a pointed snout, often used for hunting rats or other small animals. Verb: to search persistently and relentlessly for something, often in a secretive or concealed manner, as if hunting with a ferret.
Examples:
Ferret food. Ferret out the truth. I love to watch my pet ferret play with its toys.
Pervasive.
Spreading or existing throughout every part of a thing or place.
Examples:
Pervasive language. The pervasive odor of garlic. Suspicion and worry were pervasive in our minds.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
Bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Moist.
Slightly wet, a state characterized by the presence of moisture or dampness.
Examples:
Moist soil. Moist climate. My hands felt moist and sweaty during the exam.
Garrulous.
Excessively talkative, especially about trivial or irrelevant matters, verbose or long-winded.
Examples:
Garrulous talker. Garrulous conversation. The garrulous salesman wouldn't stop talking about his product.
Alcohol.
A clear liquid that can make people drunk and is used in medicines, cleaning products, etc.
Examples:
Stop drinking alcohol. Diluted alcohol. There is a clear association between alcohol consumption and cognitive decline.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Lace.
A delicate fabric made of interlacing thread or other material. A cord used to fasten or adorn clothing, often with a pattern of holes or spaces. A decorative netting or interlaced design.
Examples:
Lace curtains. Lace trim. She wore a beautiful dress with delicate lace detailing.
Contempt.
The feeling that a person or thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving of scorn.
Examples:
Display contempt. Below contempt. The defendant's contempt for the court and its authority was evident in his behavior.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone. Neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Inevitable.
Certain to happen and unavoidable.
Examples:
Inevitable changes of the seasons. Inevitable result. In times of recession, an increase in unemployment is inevitable.
Weed.
A wild plant growing where it is not wanted and in competition with cultivated plants.
Examples:
Pull up a weed. Weed management. The garden was full of weeds that needed to be pulled.
Prone.
Inclined or likely to do something or to show a particular characteristic, especially something bad, lying face downward.
Examples:
Accident prone. Prone to diarrhea. He was prone to making rash decisions.
Professional.
Having or showing the skill appropriate to a particular job, competent or skillful.
Examples:
Professional athlete. Certified professional secretary. He has a professional demeanor and always presents himself in a polished manner.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Microphone.
A device that converts sound into an electrical signal used for recording sounds or making the voice louder.
Examples:
Microphone cable. Built-in microphone. The interviewer asked him to speak into the microphone.
Pupil.
The black circular opening in the center of the iris of the eye, through which light enters the eye, a student in school or university.
Examples:
Pupil constriction. Attentive pupil. The pupil of your eye dilates in response to different light levels.
Dilate.
To make something wider, larger, or more open.
Examples:
Dilate the bronchial tubes. Dilate blood vessel. The pupils of the eyes dilate in low light.
Recoil.
To spring or flinch back, as in surprise, fear, or pain.
Examples:
Recoil in horror. Recoil from a snake. The gun recoiled with a loud bang.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc., pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something. To make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Redefine customer experience. Redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Strive.
To try very hard to do, achieve, or obtain something.
Examples:
Strive hard to get. Strive for excellence. They strive to make their dream come true.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples:
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Humming.
producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Inevitably.
In a manner that cannot be avoided or prevented.
Examples:
Inevitably decline with age. Inevitably reach the consumer. Because of his excellent performance, he will inevitably be promoted.
Foster.
To promote a growth, to take care of another person's child, usually for a limited time, without becoming their legal parents.
Examples:
Foster a better relationship. Foster 2 kids. The pastor contributed to fostering the sense of a community embracing all classes.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.